Hey, I'm Neila, and I'm here at What You See Before You Hear with Cover Art Matters. Neila is alien spelled backwards, so it's Neila. If you look at my Instagram, my brand, my whole brand is alien. So when I was like 18 or something, I was like, what's a cool name? Trying to figure that out. And yeah.
Why the hair? What's the concept of the green aesthetic of your hair?
Yeah, so I decided to make my hair green as a staple. Like I said again, like alien, the alien aspect, little green alien. Funny enough, I was going to get my hair dyed, and originally I was going to do pink. And I have a Jamaican hairstylist back in Florida. And when I told her I wanted to change it up and not do pink, I wanted to do green, she looked at me so crazy, like, girl, what are you doing? And but I stuck with my guns, and I've been green ever since, probably for about a decade.
What's your fascination with alien?
My fascination with aliens. I just think that as human beings, we are so self-centered that we think there isn't anything outside of us. I feel like there is so much more that we don't know about, and it's really interesting to me to look at the stars and be like, there's probably whole literal civilizations out there that could look like us, could look like something else, could look a little different, but I feel like there's definitely life out there for real.
What's your thoughts on zodiac signs? What does zodiac signs mean to you? Like, is that part of your daily meeting people?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
As you can imagine, I'm super into astrology after I just talked about aliens and the stars and all that stuff. So I do think that people take zodiac signs, like their sun sign, and kind of like do too much with it. I think a person is more than just their sun sign in astrology. It's their whole entire chart. It's where their houses are and what sign their houses are in, where their planets are. I think that is a really big thing. And also I think there's always like nurture, like how did somebody grow up? You know, so just because you hate one Aquarius don't mean you're gonna hate the other Aquarius. Like, you gotta give people some grace. But I'm super big on astrology.
So, what is your signs? What is your sun, your rising, your moon?
Okay, so my zodiac big three is I'm a Capricorn sun, a Leo moon, and a Libra rising. All the good ones. So I have a project that I put out in 2020 called What's Your Sign? And I think that was around the time that I was like super studying astrology. Like, we were all in the house, you know, and I took it upon myself to take as many courses and stuff as I could. And I just really got super deep into astrology, and I wanted to make a project about it, kind of give each song like a different like astrological sign and kind of play on the aspects of like each sign having, you know, a different characteristic and stuff like that. So the cover art concept of What's Your Sign was kind of a metaphor going back to my alien branding. It was based off of the idea of me kind of popping out of like my human skin or showing my true self, my higher self. The cover art is pretty much like me exposing like my internal alien, you know, like my higher self, my higher spiritual self, kind of tying into the astrology, the spirituality, which is a big part of my music, and also like the alien branding.
What's your favorite cover art in your discography?
My favorite cover art in my discography is probably the cover art for Bite Me. That was so much fun. It was so cool. It's very like ludicrous, which I love ludicrous. It's loud. It's very much my personality. But yeah, I love the cover art for Bite Me. It's fun. It's vibrant. It's me.
What's your thought process of when it comes to creating covers? Do you prefer a graphic design or actually a photo of yourself?
Yeah. The process of me coming up with cover art is very spiritual. I kind of just like let it hit me. It's like how I write music. I just let it hit me. Like, I kind of start with whatever I already have, like as far as the songs for the project, and I just daydream, and eventually it kind of just comes to me. My graphic designer, his name is Fart, and his Instagram is Fart PDF. He does pretty much all of my graphic design. And then my photographer and one of my best friends, Bon Voix, she usually shoots the cover arts for my projects and singles. And yeah, so that's kind of the process. I just let the inspiration hit me.
So elaborate on your whole creative team.
So creatively, I usually creative direct all my own projects, as well as the cover arts and like rollout pictures. and I usually make some type of like deck or like some type of a mood board that I kind of send to everybody like PDF wise. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very organized. I do everything very structurally. So I usually have like Pinterest, mood boards, all those things kind of put together. I send it over to Bonvois, my photographer. I send it over to my graphic designer, Fart, and we shoot it. If anything needs to be shot in a certain way, Fart will let us know. Yeah, and that's kind of how it goes.
What's your inspiration as an artist? Like, is it another artist that inspired you? What inspires you from being who you are creatively?
Yeah, my inspiration, I think, just comes from like my child self. Like I've always wanted to be an artist. I knew from a very young age that this is what I wanted to do, and I've always been like fully supported in my dreams and me going out, being a full-time artist by my family. Um, there are definitely artists that inspire me. Like Pharrell is one of those big inspirations. Ludacris is also a really big like visual inspiration for me. Missy Elliott is a really big visual inspiration for me. I love Tyler the Creator. Anybody that built from that cloth. I think The Weeknd is also very creatively, visually, and I love that.
Healing properties in your music.
So yeah, in my music, as mentioned before, like astrology, spirituality is really important, and one of my big things is be intentional with making music. I feel like music is medicine, and I think we kind of like lost that kind of vibe. And so I put healing frequencies and like tuning forks. So I use like Tibetan singing bowls and tuning forks, chakra tuning forks in my songs, and I play them like instruments, and we put them in the back of every single production instrumental. My upcoming project, every single song has healing frequencies. So my new single, Wild, is out right now. Today is actually release day. Yay! My upcoming project, Aura, is dropping in October. Really excited for you guys to shake ass and heal with me.
So name us your top 5 Atlanta cover arts of all time.
Okay. My top 5 Atlanta cover arts of all time, not in any order, no beef, is TLC Fan Mail. I think that was super iconic, very futuristic, and that's definitely my vibe. Inspired me a lot, actually. We use that as a reference for the Bite Me Deluxe cover art. So yeah, Goodies by Sierra, because that's just iconic. I think, when I was younger, kind of seeing that, and as I got older and really like recognizing like how much of a dope project that was, that cover art with the pink, with the hoodie, she was looking real good. It was really cute. What else? Word of Mouth by Ludacris. I know he's from Illinois, but he's an Atlanta legend, you know what I mean? So I love Ludacris. I love Ludacris. I love Ludacris. He's such a big inspiration and like creatively for me. So that for sure. The Return of East Atlanta Santa, Gucci. That cover art with the Santa hat, I feel like that was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that album gave us both with Drake and like so many good songs. What's my last one? I'm gonna do someone more recent, I think. And I'm gonna give it to my girl, Lotto. I'm gonna say 777. That was a really dope cover art. Like she was kind of like up on that little like thing and her body was giving tea and like it was very, very cute. So yeah.